Hello, welcome to Aimee Nolte Music. It's another surf day. I've got some kids with me. I'm gonna tell you a story. The waves are huge today. I'm so excited. All right, my story today is called The Time I Told a Great Big Lie and It Totally Paid Off. All right, for this video, we go back to 1996, I think, 6 or 7. This was gonna be the coolest festival. There were gonna be so many superstars there. No, there were. Let me name some superstars for you. The pianist in residence was Hank Jones. Elvin Jones on drums. Guitar, Herb Ellis. A young Diana Krall. Another special guest artist, Joshua Redman. You guys know how these festivals work. You don't see all those big stars until nighttime when they put them in the, big gymnasium or whatever, auditorium. In the daytime you go to clinics, right? So this one day I was really excited to go to a couple of clinics. One of them was going to be by Joshua Redman. So they put him in this classroom. It had a stage. It was kind of a big classroom, like an auditorium, I guess. And I got almost front seats for that clinic. Me and my friends, we were all right up there to listen to Joshua Redman, and he gave a great clinic. And then the following clinic, the one that was going to happen right after that, was a singer that I was very excited about. Her name was Kitty Margolis. Now in this part in the story I have to backtrack just a little bit and tell you something about Kitty Margolis. So Kitty Margolis is this singer out of San Francisco. Maybe a month before, she had come to BYU, my college, to do a concert and a clinic and just kind of hang out for the weekend, I think. And I was chosen to be her chauffeur, and personal assistant while she was there. So I got to drive her to the airport and back to the airport and take her out to dinner and just make sure that she had everything she needed. So we kind of became buddies that weekend. It was a great weekend for me. Now this was a month before this festival I'm talking about. So already I really like Kitty Margolis. I think she's a dynamite singer, and we're kind of besties. Well, I knew how she liked her coffee and that she liked Indian food and that she was cool enough to spring for my lunch one day. Besties! So I was really excited to see her clinic. Now we're fast forwarding the month, right? So I'm there at Joshua Redman, enjoying his clinic in the front row, and I know that hers is next, so I just think I've got it made. I'm there in the front row, I'm gonna just stay put, and then I'll be there for her clinic too. But they didn't let that happen. After Joshua Redman's clinic, somebody came on the stage, and then that person quickly became my worst enemy because they said, all of you that got to be here for the Joshua Redman clinic, we're gonna ask that you exit out this door, and we've got a whole line of people outside ready to see the Kitty Margolis clinic, and they get to fill up the auditorium. You could go get in that line and then be the last ones in. Anyway, I went outside and looked at that line, and there was no way I was gonna make it back in for Kitty's clinic. The line wrapped around the building. It was monster line. She was Elvis or something. As I'm walking around outside in the hallway, feeling like I'm totally defeated, I get an idea. And my idea happened because I saw the door to backstage in that little auditorium / classroom. So I saw the door. I saw that they would let some, people with those fancy tags hanging around their neck go in that door. And I got an idea. So I went to that door. I waited until the clinic had already started, so that it was just going up for a little bit. And then I went to that door pretending to be frazzled and in a hurry. I don't think I'm the best actress, but I did my best. And there was a guy guarding the door, and he said, "Can I help you?" And I said, "I'm super late, and I gotta be backstage for Kitty." Like, what? And I was like, "Yeah, she's expecting me backstage. I'm her assistant." He was like, "I don't know anything about this." And I was like, "You're gonna be sorry if you don't let me back there. She needs me." And so he's like, all right, come with me. And he led me back there. And as chance would have it, Kitty is performing. I can see her from backstage. She looks over at me and goes like that. And I was in. I just got to hear all of her clinic from backstage. And you might think that that's the coolest part of the story, but it's not. After the clinic, Kitty comes up to me. She gives me a great big hug, and we catch up a little bit. I tell her, you know, all the things that are going on with me and how much I liked her clinic, whatever. And she says, hey. Oh, and I was engaged at the time. I was engaged. She goes, and she had met John, and she goes, you and John want to join me backstage tonight at the concert? And I was like, heck yes, we do. That night, we had these passes that she gave us, and John and I got to go backstage, and I got to shake hands with this hand right here with Hank Jones, Elvin Jones, Herb Ellis. Lived that much longer after that. They were pretty old. So that was magic for me. Another cool thing that happened was that Kitty had become friends with Diana Krall. And she said, do you want me to introduce you to Diana Krall? And so I was like, yes. And so she did. And when I met Diana Krall and I told her that I also was a piano player who sang, I wasn't really singing then, but I think I told her that anyway. She said, oh, would you like to have a drink with me? Yeah. So the two of us sat down, and, you know, I probably had my Shirley Temple. I don't know what the heck she had. And we just had a great talk. It was a magic night. I got to hear all the music from backstage. I got to sit by Kitty. So she would, like, tell me little stories about people, and she told me how nervous Diana was because that night, I guess her record label wanted her to get up and stand and sing, and they were kind of pushing her to do that, and she didn't want to. She only wanted to sit and sing, so she was super nervous that night. That was kind of a cool little thing that I was privy to. Anyway, it was magic. I got to meet all of my heroes, hear them from backstage, have a drink with Diana Krall, and kids. It's all because I told a big fat lie. Moral of the story: you're a jazzer. You're out for the big time. You gotta do what it takes to make it happen for you. Even if you gotta take a big chance like that. I wanna hear about the times when you guys made something happen for yourself like that. Hopefully you've all got cool stories. Write them in the comments. All right, everybody, thanks for watching Aimee Nolte Music. Wish me luck out on the big waves today. I can't wait.